Wiggle, wiggle.
Like.
Hey Blitzers, it's the Muffin. Got another subscriber request, and man, you guys are keeping me busy. This is probably a record for me, just shooting out 3 videos, just trying to get caught up on a lot of these subscriber requests, so thank you. Doing one of the KV4. This I typically go just far right toward Ks, but just wanted to mix it up a little bit, just feeling fresh, a little new, wanting to try new things. So just going mid here. So anyway, the KV4, this thing is another tank. I guess I just have so many premium collectible tanks. I just kind of bounce around and just play with a lot of those since I put money into them. And sometimes you kind of forget about these older tanks in the game, or just these tech tree tanks. I've been playing this game for over, I think, about 5 years now, and so really seen a lot of changes through the game, but this is still the beast it has always been, and you're going to really see that in this review. Really, this is a tank you really want to just be up in enemies' faces. You want to be side scraping, you want to be angling. I don't know how I got that shot off on the Black Prince. You even saw his response. That was like the best part. It was like WTF, like what the aim or something like that. Anyway, this is the cannon I personally recommend. I know I see a lot of players when they play the KV4, they'll end up playing it with that 500 alpha cannon. This thing does, in my opinion, have better penetration. If you do come across, not even in my opinion, this thing does have better penetration. When you do come across Tier 9, this cannon is going to be a lot more helpful compared to that other cannon that I see a lot of people use. So it's very, very slow, so you have to know where you're going and how to position yourself on the map with this thing. You don't want to go completely solo. You do want to move somewhat with your teammates, but you want to be on the front lines. This thing is meant to take a beating, and you'll notice that I end up bouncing a lot of rounds with this thing. I thought I was actually going to get hit quite a bit here because we were getting surrounded. The enemies were just wiping out our teammates. It just was not looking pretty. And really just trying to get in there. You want to get in the enemy's faces. Now, the other thing that the KV4 does struggle with a little bit, and you do have to be conscientious of, and you do notice it in this replay, is the gun depression. You don't have a ton of it. But you can see as I'm coming down toward that enemy, I'm going at an angle. So, like, when you angle your tank as such, your armor becomes stronger. And that is how you want to play with this thing. The KV4 is all about its armor. And like I said, I mean, getting up in the people's faces, allowing the enemies just to hopefully bounce those shots through your side scraping and your good armor. This guy definitely knew what he was doing using APCR on that hatch on top. That can be a little bit of a weak point. Not to mention he is shooting down on me. I just thought I was in trouble here. I was like, man, we are in a bad position. So trying to keep it ahead, just really getting in the enemy. If you have the chance to ram the enemy, do it. I mean, this thing will definitely deal out some damage doing some rams. Very, very heavy tank. So honestly, like, I haven't played this tank in a long time. I actually forgot just how much of a beast this thing is. And you can pen this thing. A lot of what enemies will do. And here's the thing. This guy I thought was going to circle of death me, and I remembered there was a rock right behind me, so that kind of saved me. Another thing you want to do in the KV4 is if you are in territories or areas where you could be circle of death, meaning like you could have lighter tanks flank you and circle you and you can't catch up, get around objects, back up behind walls, something to stop them from being able to circle of death you. So anyway, here's a little video for you. Thank you so much for the subscriber request. Please become a patron, $2 a month, greatly appreciated. This is Stud Muffin 1986. Stay cool and keep tanking.